Welcome to The Introvert Sisters, the podcast by introverts for introverts, hosted by Sharon and Lisa, two INFJs with a lot to say.
Hi, I'm Sharon.
And I'm Lisa.
And together,
we're the Introvert Sisters.
Welcome to our podcast.
Welcome to our podcast. We don't have music, so we make our own.
Right. So,
Wagwan. I snuck it in again.
You did.
Sorry, does it bother you? If it bothers you, I'll stop. I really will.
It doesn't bother me. So let's kick things off with introverts uniting separately.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, so before we even get to what we were actually going to talk about,
right?
Let's talk here for a minute, because I know that you're home, but I see that you are sporting new braids. So just tell me about that for a second.
Well, let's first of all, let's use the term new very loosely.
Okay.
These are braids that I brushed down my hairline with gel. Let's just start there. So that's probably why they look neat. They're a little old by now, but the big thing is that I did the braids myself for the first time ever in my life. And it actually wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. And it means that, I don't have, because again, as we're always talking about, we're not ready to go fully back out in public yet, not ready to go into situations where you have to be close to people.
Absolutely.
And so this means I don't have to go into any salon, sit up on somebody that might not be wearing a mask and I don't have to deal with any of that. So it was more like a challenge to myself to see, okay, can I actually braid my hair? And it turns out that I can now.
Yeah, you wrote about it too, didn't you?
Yeah. It does not pass professional muster at all. Like, don't look at anything too closely. But
it works for a Zoom call?
It works for a Zoom call. It works, you're working remotely or working from home. It's perfectly fine.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, what about your hair? Because I'm seeing some freshness. Give me a little side profile there, girl. Give me a little profile. Can I just say in a sisterly way, you have the cutest head. It's so adorable. It's like the perfect shape. I love it.
Well, after, as I think we referred to in a previous episode, I was having trouble finding hair clippers, but eventually I got some. And like you,
like recently now?
Recently, yeah, within the last few weeks.
Right. And
so I cut my hair myself. Now,
okay.
Admittedly, the nice chiseled hairline that I get the barbers to do for me is not there. But as we were just saying, it works for Zoom calls. I can actually go out in public.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, I can tell that you've had a haircut and it looks fresh. It looks beautiful, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah,
so I am, I'm happy that I don't have to go to the barber right now.
I mean, these are the post-corona adjustments that we're all making, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Which outings are worth it and which are not. Which ones keep you safe and which do not. And so we all have those decisions to make. And my decision right now is that the barber is a non-essential.
Right.
Okay?
Not going to happen.
And as an introvert who, is quite happy being at home most of the time, that's fine too.
Yeah, because boundaries.
Because boundaries.
Like, at the best of times, I'm not a big fan of people in my personal space, but definitely not now. Like,
No.
Stay 6 feet away or more, preferably.
And of course, being at home, it means you don't have to deal with all those people that like to come and examine your hair. This thing that they like to do with Black women. Oh my God, your hair! Can I touch it? Yes.
Can I touch it? Did it take long?
Touch my hair. That is a
Don't touch my
microaggression. We
hair.
don't like it. We never liked it. We don't like it because we're Black women, and we don't like it because we're introverts. It doesn't work for us on any level.
On any level whatsoever. Just don't do it, people.
Okay.
You know?
Boundaries.
Boundaries. Okay, so apart from that, like what else is new? What else is going on in your life? Like I know we spoke a little while ago about your newsletter. That was a few weeks ago. Like, how is it progressing?
It's going well. People are signing up. Some people are supporting it. People are enjoying the articles. You know, I've got a couple of new features coming up, and so far so good. You know, I cannot retire yet. But you know, I feel
me neither,
like
but I'm trying.
I feel like it's meeting a need. Like people are responding. People are open to the experiences that I'm sharing. I'm using it as a way to amplify Black voices as well, because there are lots of people writing good stuff out there. So I'm trying to feature them occasionally. Meanwhile, I am working on an anti-racism course for kids due to start in October.
Wow.
When I have got that more or less done, I will be working on an anti-racism boot camp that I'm co-hosting with the location independent people. The course for kids is with the Beyond School, and we'll drop a link to that.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I'm just busy. I put together some of my articles in a book, not the final version of the book, but you know, the beginning version of the book. I submitted that to a competition.
Yay!
And yeah, I have been.
Listen, you better win.
Busy.
You better win. I'm gonna come there. It's gonna be problems. It's gonna be a problem if you don't win. I'm telling you right now. I'm gonna protest. No, because purely, just not speaking as your sister, although it's hard not to do that, but it is such an incredible body of work. It really is, about your anti-racism articles and you know, like you're so prolific. I don't even know how you find time to write everything that you do. But the good thing is, you know, I think it's really serving a purpose. You have actually a lot of people of color that follow you, which is great, because actually there are a lot of the people
that need to hear the message and get it and reading it and to share it with their peers. That's the thing.
Read and share.
So I'm very grateful for those people, you know, because if I'm able to get through to them and they're able to get through to their peers, then maybe, you know, we can make some changes.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Yeah.
One article at a time, one voice at a time, one different action, one different choice at a time. Right? Mm-hmm. That's one of the ways that you dismantle white supremacy. It's one of the ways that you fight racism.
I see that you have your acceptance speech already.
Okay, so shifting the focus from me, because you know what introvert really wants to be in the spotlight.
I was gonna say, people, can you tell Sharon is literally hating this right now? She's like, don't talk about me anymore. I'm done. I'm done.
What about you, sis? What about you? What has been going on with you? Talk to me.
What's been going on with me is that my sister writes great anti-racism articles. but seriously. I've been, you know, job hunting, the usual stuff is going on, and entertaining myself in between by watching the latest verses. You know, I love verses.
I know.
Who doesn't?
I know,
right?
You do. And you've done some great write-ups of them too.
Thank you. So the latest one, as of this recording, the latest one was the Aunties. We call it Auntie Chella, right? Patti LaBelle and Gladys Knight. And they gave me my entire life. Oh, girl from Auntie Gladys's purple sequined pantsuit. Miss Patti had on she was wearing like blonde, she had like a blonde wavy lob thing going on.
And did I hear rumor of some Louboutin?
Louboutin, darling. The shoes, girl. Well, the thing is, they're very cute in an auntie way, right?
Yes.
And so somebody younger for both of them, somebody younger in their lives. I think for Gladys it was her son, and I don't remember who it was for Auntie Patty. Probably her kid as well.
Yeah.
But the kids told them, no, you guys have to do this verses. And they were like, do what? First, they didn't even know what it was, you know. And Auntie Patty, she's like, is it like a concert? So she brought costume changes. She brought shoes. She had her little mirror. She was like passing it up.
Wow.
Too fabulous for words. I loved it because the first half hour, they were like, we're aunties. I think one is 75, one is 76. I think Gladys is 76, Patty is 75.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter. Point is, aunties did auntie things. And so they sat down there, they caught up.
Yeah.
Very civilized. They talked about their grandkids and their kids.
Oh, nice.
And, oh my gosh, it was adorable. They talked about their cooking. They talked about when they started out way back when. And they would cook for each other on the road. And they both had their kids at the same time. So like Gladys would be holding Patty's baby while Patty went on stage. Then they would switch, you know. So they really are sisters in every other way but by blood, right?
Wow, that's wonderful.
And you could see it, you could feel it. At one point, now normally in verses, it's, you know, one artist plays one song, another artist plays another song, and that's a round. And so they did that for a lot of the rounds. And then like at some point, I don't know what happened. Patty was like, yeah, I'm playing 4 songs.
Deal with it.
I'm like, okay, Miss Patty. But what was interesting to me, and I'm sure that they have to do some collaboration in advance, I'm sure, to figure out who is playing what when. I don't know, I would think, because it's not really supposed to be a contest, right? And so they probably, Auntie Gladys did not seem surprised, put it that way, that Patty played 4 songs. She sat down there, she listened, she said, yeah, you better sing, girl, you better sing. So they were hyping each other up, you know. It was just awesome. It was healing to the spirit. You know, the Black community has been going through a lot, and we've been losing a lot of our stars. So it was fantastic on that level alone, just to see 2 stars that are still here with us, still loving on each other, loving on us, you know, loving on the culture. And I had an absolute blast watching that.
Woo. All right, people. So
yes,
you will have to read Lisa's recap, round by round recap.
Yes,
you know,
yes.
And you know, as she pointed out, you know, Black people won.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
This was not a battle in the traditional sense.
It was not a battle. No.
This was a celebration of our culture.
Yeah.
And our icons and our aunties.
Our aunties, our beautiful, beautiful aunties. We love them.
Yes.
So, yeah. Ooh. So anyway, that's what's been going on with me. And apart from that, what I've been doing is putting on weight.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yes.
The quarantine 15?
Girl, the quarantine 15 is real, and it's here. And actually, you know, I am an overachiever. So mine is actually the quarantine 20. Right.
You know, sometimes you don't want to be an overachiever, you know?
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. So I have to start moving again. I think I don't remember if I wrote about it or if we did it on this show, but I remember doing some kind of content around that, you know, I have to lose weight. And the thing is, I started exercising.
Yeah.
Came out all, you know, hot and heavy and ready. And I would like walk and then jog, busted both my ankles.
Oh, no.
Yes. And they're still, this was weeks ago, and they're still recovering. They're still not 100% right. And, you know, like at one point I realized I actually had to like not walk at all. Like they were that bad. And wow. So I would just like go out, walk my dog, come straight back. And so of course that did not help with the quarantine 15 at all. I was still eating, you know, I love my food. Food is love.
Yeah,
food is love.
It is, you know, love languages. We talked about that.
Exactly. We talked about the love languages. So food is a love language for me for sure. And so, yeah, but I have to start moving again because I can see this sliding.
Because of course now we're heading into the season where it's harder to get out there.
Well, right? Yeah, I mean, you you are a bit luckier in that. Well, at least you kind of have one season or one type of weather year round. I know, of course, there are fluctuations in temperature, but generally speaking, you can for the most part go outside in a t-shirt and shorts. You know.
Speaking of, for our faithful listeners, if you're hearing background noises because we're recording in the middle of a storm.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, tropical weather waits for no one. It is what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah, so you're lucky in that respect, but even so, like you guys are in the middle of hurricane season right now,
Yes.
and that's gonna go on for a while, and you know there's global
did
warming.
you
You don't
hear-
know what weather you're getting from one day to the next, really.
No. Did you hear that they ran out of names for the 2020 season? Did you hear that? They've already got to the end, and so I believe they have to start again. I heard that recently.
Oh my goodness.
Okay,
Wow.
so you know it's a very active season. So
It's
you know
very
there are
active.
days when you definitely cannot leave the house.
Right, you can't leave the house, and then you know on my side, because I'm in Jersey, winter is coming with a quickness. I mean, it's like summer just like did like a hard stop.
Yeah.
And then like
What's
it went
great?
to it went to the 40s and started raining, and I'm like, okay, was it like no in between? Like was it like what is going on? So there's gonna come a time when you know it's winter. Sometimes, like you said, it will be hard to leave the house, you know, if there's a snowstorm or whatever. And other times you're just not gonna want to. And so,
And of course, before we get to that, there's also, you know, we're still in the middle of a pandemic.
yeah, so I'm not going to the gym.
Even though places have reopened, you know, I mean, I don't know about you, but I am not feeling any urge to renew my gym membership at all.
No.
That's a hard no.
Hard no. Hard pass. Not gonna happen.
Right?
I canceled my membership, which was an odyssey in itself, but
Yeah.
that's a topic for another time. But I did cancel my gym membership because I'm not going to no gym.
No. People.
Yeah.
Too many people.
People, cooties, surfaces,
Yeah.
improper hygiene.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think I trust other people enough. Honestly.
I don't.
You
You know,
know?
and the thing is, I don't trust people at the best of times, and the pandemic has just given me another reason.
Gives
Do
you
not
another
trust
reason to give
people.
in to those untrusting tendencies, right?
Girl, I have to be honest. It's more than a tendency. It just is. I just don't. You know. So, home workouts.
Home workouts.
Shall be the order of the day. So
Indeed.
we're gonna talk about how to lose the quarantine 15 at home.
All right.
So, and again, for me, sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just going to say. So, what was where do you start? Where in terms of your home workout routine, what's your go-to?
So it's home and close to home, by
Yes.
which I mean, I do have a dog. So I have to take him out at a minimum of twice a day. Often 3 times. Most days 3 times a day. And so I'm going to include that as part of my daily steps or something. I don't have a steps counter. Maybe that's something I should order is a steps counter. So I'll do a little bit of walking with him. That's one thing. Because of my ankles, I don't think I want to get into jogging yet. I want to make sure that they're fully healed. So anything I do outside is just going to be walking.
Okay.
So fully, but close to home.
Mm-hmm.
So fully in the house, probably just going to do some yoga,
Okay.
and the thing is, it's so easy to do. And I used to do yoga daily years ago. So I have a cache of stuff stored in my memory, exercises that I can just pull out and do. But I also have an awesome book, a great resource. It's called 2100 Asanas.
Wow.
And if you
Never
can't
read
find
it.
an exercise to work for you in there, well, maybe yoga is not for you.
You're not trying hard enough.
You're not trying hard enough, because it's every exercise and different subtle variations between them. So for whatever your level of flexibility and strength is at. Yeah. So there's that. So you can get get that book or any other yoga book. You can do University of YouTube.
Has everything.
Has everything. It's completely free. You're going to find many resources out there.
Yeah.
There's Yoga International and other like formal yoga associations, so to speak. And they do classes. And a lot of people right now, I don't know if at this time a lot of the like extended free trials are going on. We can do some research on that. But I know at one point a lot of them were doing, free 90-day trials and so on, just to help people get through this type of being sort of stuck in the house.
Yeah.
And yeah, so doing a lot of yoga. Something that I would love to try, because clearly we're West Indian, we're of Caribbean descent.
We are.
We love a good work up, a little dance up. And so there are two workouts that I want to try. One is called Soconomics. I know.
I love that name.
Listen, if I could whine and lose weight, I'm like, that's a win. That's a win for me. Right? And another one is called Brockwine Addiction, which...
Okay, I don't love that one quite as much as Soconomics, but
Well, Soconomics sounds much more sophisticated.
It does, doesn't it?
Soconomics sounds like, oh gosh, what is that party? One of those nice, elegant, all-inclusive fetes. Brockwine Addiction sounds like the Palin. But I don't know. The Palin from back in, remember the Palin?
Well, anyway, point being that you can enjoy your culture and lose weight.
You can enjoy your culture and lose weight. So I'm happy about that. So I'm going to look into those. And then, don't sleep on regular exercises, a skipping rope. If not, okay. I can't do jump rope in here only because I'm on the top floor. My neighbors would probably flay me alive if I started jumping rope. So bear in mind, choose something that suits your living situation. Yes. But if you live in your own house or in your own apartment, or you can go outside, a skipping rope or a weighted skipping rope would be even better. And just use that. And then, the old faithfuls, push-ups, sit-ups, chair dips, all of those can be roped in, that you can do literally. You can literally do them on or in front of your couch. Yes. You literally don't have to go anywhere at all. So, yeah. What about you?
Well, it's interesting actually, because of course there was a point when we were forbidden to leave home.
Right.
And so I had to find some things. So in my fitness group that I mentioned from time to time, someone shared.
How many people are in it?
There are 19 of us. I would say that there are probably 10 to 12 that are really, really active at any given time. But, it comes and goes depending on what's going on. Somebody hurts a knee, they dip out for a while, right. So, you know how it goes.
I know how it goes.
So, but, a really, really wonderful, supportive bunch, right? And so, sometimes somebody will lead and they'll give you exercises to do. They'll give you diet things to follow and so on. So right now
you guys do challenges too, right?
We do challenges. So right now we're not doing challenges per se. Well, we have an ongoing, right? It's Meatless Monday, Tricolor Tuesday, Wheatless Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday. I can't remember what Friday is.
So on Thirsty Thursday,
you drink.
Normally that means alcohol. I'm assuming it means
no,
water.
It's water.
Yeah.
It's water.
Right.
I cannot remember what Friday is. And then Salad Saturday.
Nice.
Right.
Speaking of water.
Yeah.
I bought a ginormous 3-liter water bottle, and yeah. Well, I don't want to get up and show you mine, but it's a tub, girl. But I realized I wasn't drinking enough, and so I bought it. It has regular measurements as well as time of day measurements. Like here's how much you should have drunk by 7 a.m., 7, 9, 11.
That's good.
Right? It's been very helpful. Okay.
So I actually used my big one, which thank you very much, because it was a gift. Right? And
you're welcome.
I fill that in the morning, and I usually refill it at least once during the day. So I will drink
Right.
that, and that gives me 48 ounces. I would say actually I will drink at least 2.5 during the day,
Right.
getting me to 60 ounces of water easy.
Yeah.
Right. And right now, because it is so hot and humid where I am, I'm filling it multiple times a day. So I'm probably drinking even slightly too much water, which is another problem. But I think the guidance on water is not a blanket. Here's how much, but it relates to your circumstances, conditions,
Oh yeah, of course.
weight, etc., and so on. So it's not that I'm waterlogged. It's just that it's hot and I'm drinking a lot. Okay, so anyway, so getting back to this group, one of the things that somebody recommended when we were in full lockdown was a series of videos by someone called Leslie Sansone. Right?
Who's
so
this?
she's a workout person. I mean, I don't know what else I could tell you, but she has them at different lengths. So, there are some that are 45, there are some that are 30, there are some that are even 20. And her thing is walk at home. That is her thing. So basically you walk to the music. There are 4 or 5 movements that she will teach you. Walking forward, walking back, out to the side, whatever, right? And you just follow that workout. So that is one of them. And then after doing that, I kind of branched out a little bit, went back to YouTube. And then I found some sort of 80s soca jams. This was not a workout, but what I basically did was I adapted Leslie's movements and I did them to the soca, right? Okay.
Sounds like socanomics.
And then, I mean, I have a half a steps goal, but I have long legs and I find that I can walk 5K, right? So that's about 3.5 miles, and I cannot reach 10,000 steps. Okay.
Right.
So I have more of a distance goal than a steps goal. So I aim to do at least 5K when I walk.
Right.
A couple times a week I'll go to the beach, and then so I'll do a 45-minute aqua workout. Right. Nice. Now that's good if you can leave home. And then as you were saying, there are all kinds of exercises and you can do variations. So I'm not really good with proper push-ups. I don't have a lot of arm strength, but I can do them against the wall.
Yeah.
If I can't.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Against the wall, standing against the wall. Yeah. Right. It's the same motion, but you're against the wall. You use your body weight. You tilt back.
Yeah.
Right. Similarly.
So funny you said that. And initially I didn't catch on. I was envisioning some bizarre wheelbarrow-esque. And I was like, how would she do that? I'm with you now.
So wall push-ups, standing crunches,
Wait, what?
Standing. So you stand, you just the way that you crunch your abs, but you can do it standing up or you can do it sitting down. You can do, I'm doing a crunch right now. Right?
This probably looks really weird.
It probably looks really weird, but you've done crunches before, so you can tell if you're doing the motion right. Okay? Right. So you can do those throughout the day, right? Side bends, broomstick twists. I mean, there are all kinds. I mean, there is so much exercise advice out there for every level of fitness. I went through a phase where I did chair yoga because I had backache at one stage. Right. I mean, basically you can find anything you want. So there's a lot out there that you can do.
Right.
Currently I'm thinking that I'm going to go and look up some more aqua exercises. As you know, Mommy and I go out on our Wednesday morning aqua session at the beach and it's great fun.
Yes.
I was
so happy, it's wonderful.
I'm looking for a couple of extra exercises that we can swap in because we've been doing the same exercises and we've increased the reps, and now I think we need to be able to swap some exercises so that it's not the identical workout all the time.
Right.
So that you're working slightly differently. But that's pretty much it. So there are options. You don't have to keep the weight on if you gained it. I mean, part of it is, as that very hackneyed phrase now, these are unprecedented times.
Yes.
Right? But that is why, you're home. Sometimes something happens and, you reach for a snack. Okay?
Oh,
it happens to us all.
multiple times.
Yeah. So,
Multiple times.
balance, I think, in all things. So, if you know you're going to be snacking, right? If you know you're going to be snacking, do some exercise at home as well. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And
yeah, I think that makes sense, because again, a lot of people don't feel comfortable going into the gym.
Yeah.
In these unprecedented times.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, this is a solution. And so, the question I want to ask you is, do you have a weight loss goal or anything of that? Like, okay, and if you don't, that's fine. If you do but don't want to share, that's also fine. I want to definitely lose my pandemic 15, that is actually pandemic 20. I would like to lose that. And I just tone in general, like I've gotten very like
I would like to lose another
very
40
jello-y.
pounds.
Huh?
I'd like to lose another 40 pounds.
Yeah. Just
and
tighten,
slowly is
tighten
fine.
everything up.
Slowly is fine, and tighten everything up.
Yeah.
So, but it's actually, because when I say, I'm about 20 pounds lighter than I was this time last year. Okay.
5'10".
I do find, like, many people, there's a couple of pounds that, keep coming on and going off before they decide they're finally departing. So I'm struggling with those at the moment.
Yeah.
So I'd like to sort of get off the plateau and,
Right.
And lose another few before the end of the year, and then start again with renewed vigor next year and see if I can do the same again.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah. Well, it is not, it's not a race, it's a marathon.
It is a marathon. And also, for people or any of our listeners who are in our kind of age group,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Again, it's a marathon. It is a marathon. Give yourself some time. And I was surprised at normally my snapback game. When I say normally, I guess I was thinking maybe a decade or so ago. I don't know what I was thinking about, but normally I was so looking forward to doing this walking and jogging, and I was like, I know my body said I would. The chutzpah, girl, the chutzpah. I'm gonna snap all the way back in like 3 weeks. I had it all planned in my mind, all planned out. But this is where we are. This is the age we're at. You probably accumulated some just regular overuse injuries from living life, for example.
Yes.
And your snapback game might in fact have snapped.
So. I think, when you get to a certain age, you have to be a little kinder to your body than you are when you're very young. You need to take it at a measured pace.
Be very measured.
You need to recognize that there are days then you're not going to be able to do as much as you would like. That's okay. I think the important thing is to keep going and not give up. The important thing is not to say, okay, I completely missed my goal and I snapped today, so it's all awful and I'm not going to even bother. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Get up the next day.
Like let's say that happens on the 23rd. Don't tell yourself, okay, great. Well, I'm just gonna not do anything and start again on the first of the month. No, don't do that.
Start on the 24th.
Start on the 24th.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just keep going. And that's certainly one thing that we found within our fitness group. And one thing that, is that people will say, okay, will encourage you. And they, they're, people are forgiving. People accept that sometimes you need some grace.
Right.
But they also encourage you to get up there and keep doing stuff. Mm-hmm. There are people in the group who thought that they couldn't do, 2,000 steps who are now doing 10,000.
Oh, wow. That's awesome, though. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
There are people that thought they could not drink water regularly who are now drinking water regularly. There are people who did not integrate vegetables into their diet who are now integrating vegetables into their diet.
That is fantastic. All those are wins.
All of those are wins. The lifestyle change is a win. right? Even if the pounds don't come off as quickly as they did when you used to diet in your 20s, the lifestyle change will pay off over time. So keep at it. Keep at it.
And beyond pound count or a specific weight loss goal, there's also how are your clothes fitting?
Non-scale values. A friend of mine calls them non-scale values.
Right.
Non-scale values. Those are important.
Exactly. Non-scale values. So, looking at how your clothes fit can be, your clothes can fit better. Your skin can improve because it's improved circulation. Your sleep can improve. Just, just examples off the top of my head. And celebrating those wins.
Count all of those. Count all of those wins. Celebrate them. And recognize that you are doing something good for yourself.
Yeah. And some people, depending on what situation they're starting with, there are some people that might experience things like an improvement in their blood pressure levels, and that those kinds of wins as well.
Exactly.
Of course, as overseen by your medical professional.
Of course.
But those wins can happen. Yeah.
We are not doctors, people. We are not doctors.
We are not doctors. We are slightly overweight introverts. Just trying to help other people out.
Right. Just sharing what's worked for us. But take medical advice. You do your own due diligence.
Yes.
And good luck. Good luck.
Yes. Good luck.
Rid of that pandemic 15 or 20 or however much.
let's do a check-in. We can do a check-in in a few months. Let's give ourselves till early next year.
And we'll do a check-in and see how we have done.
Yes, we'll do a check-in.
How we have done. All right, and I think on that note, we should wrap this up. Thank you for listening. This has been another fun episode. Well, we think it's fun. We always have a great time.
We hope y'all had fun too.
Right.
That'd be great, but we definitely had fun.
Okay, well, we'll catch you on the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Introvert Sisters. Loved what you heard? You can catch all our episodes on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, and all other major platforms. Subscribe, rate, and write a review. Find us online at theintrovertsisters.com and follow us on Instagram and Facebook at The Introvert Sisters. See you next time. Peace.